Hello, my name is Merel and today I'll be doing the musical theatre Booktag by Something Like Lydia. I'll be answering 7 questions that are based upon different musicals. Question 1. This is based on Wicked. What is your favourite fictional friendship? For this I chose Sam and Charlie from The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I really liked the chemistry they had. I liked the friendship between the whole group. Not just Sam and Charlie, but Sam and Charlie got together and it's really cute. But I like this whole group because I can relate to them so much. It's a group of weirdos and they're together because they didn't have any other friends. They're too weird for anyone else. But they are such good friends and you can do or say anything, like nothing is too weird or something. And I really like that. It's kind of how my friends are as well. And I just found it really cool to read because they are all weird, but in a good way, you know. It's not like they're all serial killers or something, but they have this musical that they do together and that Secret Santa, and just they all have their own personality, their own history, their own issues, but they are so good together. So that's a friendship that I really liked. Question 2, and this is based on Sweeney Todd. What is your favourite villain? For my favourite villain, I'd have to choose Cam from the Fallen series. Cam is a demon. You would say the demons are the bad guys, are demons and angels, but it's not that simple, and I like that. It's not just, oh well, he's the villain because he's a demon. It's like he has his own reasons, and really good reasons for doing what he does, and he's really understandable and relatable. Yes, relatable. And I like the chemistry he has with Daniel, because Daniel is an angel. Well, he's not really an angel, but he's pretty much on the angel side, but he hasn't made up his mind yet. But he doesn't really like Cam, and Cam doesn't like him. And I love the chemistry that they have, and especially in further books when they are forced to work together to protect Lucinda. I like how real he is. His character is developed very detailed, and he's not just pure evil like Voldemort is pure evil. And yes, he has his history for why he is this way, but he is evil. But Cam isn't. Cam seems to be evil at first because he's a demon and stuff, but it's really complicated. You know, are the demons good? Are the angels good? Is anyone good or bad? And I really like that about Cam. Okay, the 3rd question from the Phantom of the Opera. What is your favourite fictional love triangle? I'd have to say Ron, Hermione and Victor Crumb from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. While reading this, the feels. I really liked it because even though Ron and Hermione, you know, everyone kind of knew Ron and Hermione liked each other, but you really had no idea what was going to happen, if Hermione was going to stay with Victor or if she wouldn't like him. And the whole scene with the ball, and that she danced with Victor and that Ron was jealous. I loved it so much. I love drama. But I like this so much because it was just really enticing. You got really sucked into this drama, this love triangle, so I love that. Question 4 from The Lion King. Who is your favourite sidekick? I am going to pick Fallen again. Pennyweather from Fallen. She was his friend, or Lucinda's friend, at school. And she wasn't an angel or a demon, she was just someone who went to that school. And she was really nice and really weird in a good way. And I really liked her. And then she died. Sadness. But she was just so sweet and caring. And I liked her. So yeah, Penny. But because I have the same book twice, if I have to pick another one, it'll be Marika from Jake Ransom and the Skull King's Shadow. Marika is a friend of Jake's. He meets her when he comes to the Skull Kingdom. When he comes to this town, he has no idea what's going on, but he is somewhere where people from all times live. Marika is just nice to Jake, and she's very brave, and I like her. I say it about everything, but I really like her because she's just so accepting of Jake, even though he's different from everyone else, and she doesn't see him as a threat. She isn't scared of Jake. She, you know, almost instantly becomes his friend, and she's brave and she fights with him, and she's really a very good friend to him. Question 5. What is your least favorite ending? And something like Lydia, the person who made this tag, that question about Greece. I just have to choose the Twilight Saga. In the ending, spoiler alert, there's this whole fight between the Cullen family and everyone who are with them and the other vampires, and a lot of people die, including Mr. Cullen, like Edward's father, not really, but... And it's really sad when they die because it's just so touching, you know, how you feel like someone you know has died when you're in this series. Like when Sirius Black died, I actually cried, so that's, you know, I want to feel things when I'm reading a book. And I did when Mr. Cullen died, but then it just turned out that it's all a vision, that no one has actually died. She was just showing the other vampires what would happen if they would fight, because a lot of them, including the leader, died also in her vision, and nothing really happened. It's like you've read this whole book and then on the last page they say, but it was just a dream and nothing of this actually happened. So that was frustrating. It was really frustrating because I liked the story, but with that ending it felt like I've read all of that for nothing. So I didn't like the ending of the Twilight series. Question 6 from Matilda the Musical. What is your favourite adaptation of a book? I am going to pick The Perks of Being a Wildflower again, because this movie wasn't disappointing in any way. Most movies are in some way, because, you know, the book is always better. But this movie had all the right parts and, you know, all the right emotions into it. And I like that Emma Watson was in it, but I later found that this writer, Stephen Chbosky, I'm sorry, also helped directing the movie, I think. And you can really tell, like, everything that was important about the book that had to be in the movie was in there. Like, I missed Charlie's sister had an abortion in the book and Charlie drove her. There was a really sweet moment, but there are just so many things you can get into the movie. But all the right parts were there, and I loved this movie, and I loved it almost as much as the book. And the last question from Les Miserables. What is your favourite death in a book? Which sounds to me like a really morbid question, like your favourite death. I would have to say Sirius Black, who dies in the Order of the Phoenix. And it's not because I wanted him dead, But a really good death to me is when, it actually makes me feel something, when the character was so well developed and so likable that you actually feel like you've lost a family member when he dies. The reading life is a sad one. And Sirius Black, I still haven't gotten over his death, and I am still in the denial phase. But yeah, that was a devastating death. So it was kind of my least favorite, but it was really well written. Like, Sirius Black was so likable and so well developed, so detailed, so awesome, funny, and his death was so tragic that I just think, well, if you're gonna write a death scene, this is it. This is one of the best. And also, when he died, Celia was so distraught. She, I didn't really care for Hedison, but that didn't matter because I cared for Celia, and Celia was just devastated by Hedison's death. And it also kind of signified the ending, time passing, and change, and I am really bad with change and knowing that time is passing, so that was a devastating death as well. And for this tag, I want to tag Bookish Rian and Ken Reads Books. You are tagged.